Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. I know I haven't been doing too many videos lately. It's like I said before, you guys pretty much read the same stuff I do. You pretty much feel the same way I'm preaching to the choir here, even though it's a very small choir, somewhere between 100 and 200 people. I guess my appeal isn't that big, but there's just some things that are just so indicative what's wrong with our country. I was reading on the net today, there was an article about how the do-it-yourself company over in England, I forget what it was called, but think of it as a Home Depot or Lowe's. They're like closing 25% of their stores because not enough, young men are out there doing it themselves, making things with their hands. And that's a sad state of affairs because I know it's true here in America that, they've taken shop out of the schools. A lot of kids grow up not even knowing how to change a tire on their bicycle. It's just there's something wrong with this picture here. I mean, a lot of things, like, you see my videos where I build things out of pallets. I mean, I just kind of take it for granted. But there's some people that, no, they wouldn't know how to do that. They wouldn't know how to pull a pallet apart. They wouldn't know how to cut the boards and make a table or a planter or something. They hire people to do it. I mean, it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but geez, when I grew up, I mean, we all had our tools. Just about every father in the block had a workshop of some kind in the basement. Or they had a toolbox. Maybe it's just old school, but to me, how can you call yourself a man if you don't have a toolbox? You don't have tools and know how to use them. I say it's just old school, but to me, that's what this country was built on. People who could do things, build things with their hands, their own two hands. Anything from a table to the house that they live in. They had pride. They were proud. I mean, anybody that can do something with their hands is going to probably go out and do something rather than just, sit around and wait for the government to take care of them. You think about it. You got skills, you got tools, you know how to use them. You're not going to stand in line waiting for a government handout. You're going to go out there and build something and sell something or get hired on building something or selling something. You're just not going to sit around. But, we got a bunch of kids with earphones, earplugs, staring at little teeny phones and pads and pods. Yeah, what are they learning? I mean, really, what are they learning? I mean, I can remember as a kid loving to go to the tool store, or hardware store, the lumber yard with my father. Just couldn't get enough of it. I don't know. Something's just turned in this country. It's funny, I was looking at Field and Stream magazine, and Sears had this ad. These two guys, one guy's pulling this boat out of the water. These guys got perfect hair, perfect skin, their clothes are pressed and creased. It's like, do they expect me to believe that these guys pulled the boat out of the water looking like that? In fact, they even wrote a letter to Field and Stream and said, hey, tell me you think this is as much joke as I do. Because it's just crazy. Anyway, that's just what I wanted to talk about right now. It's just that, the fabric of the family, the fabric of the country, the spirit, the heart, it's just gone. It's hard to find. It's almost going to be extinct. So when my generation goes, I think it will be. I mean, hey, you know what? I was talking to my good buddy Ralph. Shout out to you, Ralph. This all happened on our watch. It did. It's our fault. So I'll take responsibility, especially if you're like 20 or 30 and you're watching my video. So I have to apologize to you for that. That I guess I sat by idly and let it happen. But I guess that's why I'm making videos now. Hopefully it's not too late. Hopefully we can start reaching some people. But it's just that, you know, the people who can do their own two hands, it's a dwindling minority. We need to turn that around. So my fellow Americans, it's up to you. You can't do it alone. TheRumpledOne signing out.